Hey guys, what's going on? LukeArticTimberWolf here, back with all this evidence that's just shooting from the top of the screen, slamming Rabbington down. Doosh. Alright, anyway, so we're about to investigate Robitio. Oh, it's not like see, I thought it was like ribbit, kind of like trying to sound like ribbit in you, but it's actually Robin. Makes sense. Where does it go? I swear to speak without hatred, without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliche, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. The great Monsieur... Oh, Robitio. Okay, that's why I thought it was Ribbit. I guess it's his last name. Robinio. Cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their every essence. Je suis la plus, tu es un pipe. I don't know what any of these French words mean, sadly. You may have seen my works in hit magazines. You can, I can send you tweets if you like. Get it? When Earth has a tweet? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon, it's the 19th century. Get with the times already! Yes, your works are very, impressive, Monsieur Robinio. But let's get down to business. To the feet. The Hans. What were your activities on the night of the murder? I was hired by Baron Rohrgeil to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7:30. Do we have like his testimony? I don't think we do. The camera. 19 fonts. But we don't have like a delusional artist and photographer. Someone describe what the H word? That's right, you know the one. I don't think I know the one. Yeah, I don't think we know his testimony. In case he said something wrong, I could call him out on it, but like a true artist. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did the photograph? I thought you might ask. I bought a copy so you can see for yourself. There are hands in that clock. Notice the Baron Rohrgeil, Senor Portore de Meow. Ooh, another item on my Steam inventory. This game is paying off for itself immediately. Just kidding. And on the right, housemaid. Uninvited. Two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The victim and the defendant. This proves nothing. The defendant and victim were not photographed with the others. It doesn't mean they were in the garden together. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. Behind the photograph, there's a small wall clock with a time at 7:30. Now, why is this time significant? Well, as Inspector Volerti told me this earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. You see, Falcon, every suspect has a alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Catfine himself. In the jail cell, she told us she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in the photo. That's true. I bet he cropped her out. I'll have to dish out my own evidence. I would like to cross-examine. Boosh, 7 p.m. How long does it take to set up? After 25 minutes, find a shooting location, put the camera and get the shit ready. And it's 5 minutes unaccounted for. I am. Oh, they hate me? Well, I was gonna, I don't know. Don't I build him? In the photograph, I guess that's what I should have done. Why is it in black and white? I see a mistake. It's correct. No room for bias or inaccuracies. A mistake? Impossible! I just told you, Monsieur, the camera is a perfect unbiased device. It produces flawless shit. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Boosh. I fancy something wrong with the key piece of evidence. I have evidence that will prove that shit's wrong. That would be the clock has no hands. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in his lounge has no hands. It has no hands? It's merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Born Rorgile or his housemaid if you have any doubts. How do you explain this? Hey, I don't know. There's no mistake. My camera is flawless. There's no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there's an error in the printing process. They are precisely where the clock hands should be. Please, Monsieur, don't patronize us. Let me offer you a more plausible explanation. You edited it. I'm no mere expert, but I suspect they used paint or ink to carefully put hands on the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering the clock face was bare. One could have even speculated that you specifically chose to include the handleless clock in the photograph, just to put it, the thingy, that. Why would you do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears the photographer's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Rubin, you created a perfect alibi. Further questions? And why? Why? Enough silence. Let's hear. You got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of her. What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting to have produced the fraud photograph. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photograph. And yes, that includes adding hands to the clock. Who were you ordered to? I dare not say. I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. I respect the judge. I fear his claws. More than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws, did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. We cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We do not live in the ancient regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I cannot protest. It's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day. I said good day, sir. Ooh, are you there? So the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. Photograph still depicts that she's absent. Don't be dense. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be described as reliable evidence. Why not? Still a portrayal of the night's events. Because if we accept one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility the other parts were too. Duh. What are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or it was Senor Pahur for them all, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means of motive. But it wouldn't make sense for Senor Purrington to implicate his own daughter. Or surely not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rorgile deliberately tried to frame him. Frame her, Dame Catalan. Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing. Do not throw accusations. That's the job of you, prosecutor. However, perhaps that's all in my opinion. But Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet. So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence. That's all, folks. Incompetence, indeed. Let us proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, the judge? I suppose that's coolio. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections. No objections here. Oh wait, no, how's my one? No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear, and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed. Okay, what? That's like what I sounded like during this whole video. The initial dinner went magnificently. When he arrived, Monsieur Garnier left to visit the garden, followed behind him moments later. Senor Pertior, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so he paid no mind. But a photographer had left. My housemaid left to go find Monsieur Garnier and Dame Catalan. That's when we heard the cry for help. I'd like to cross-examine. I'm just here to find the truth. Hit me with your best shot. Let me hit me with your best shot. Don't you hit me with your best shot. The dinner went magnificent. Well, I do not doubt that it was dinner. This is a garden. Housemaid, I guess. I'm not just gonna call her out being a thief. Does she smoke? Definitely not. She detests the smell of tobacco. Putting together a big picture, are we? I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place. No. The garden, I guess. We saw the murder scene in your garden for ourselves. What's with all the horses, yo? Oh, I'm gonna get probably shit on for this, though. Nah, it doesn't. But hey, you can pray the man for trying. Not bad at all. What was the other one? When was the last time you visited it? That's what we want. If perhaps, as it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Indeed. I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently. Balderdash. My word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence. You're Siggy, boy. Found in the water basin. Right beside where the murder occurred. Cigar? That's a... Prosecutor, please shut your mouth, I can speak. For me. I must your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help in the evening, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. It must have been when I dropped half my cigar in the fountain basin. I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded, but it happened that it was up in the fountain's upper basin. A little tattling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was hidden. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That you hid the cigar butt to hide your own activities. I'm gonna spell it out? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rourke, are a murderer amongst children. This is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder. How shamelessly brazen. This is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity. No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Ragdon. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rorgile as a prime suspect. You know what that means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade, and cutting a frog belly would have been trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinio confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? Man, the music is giving me hype. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of the railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he created the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware. He served steak and food that was food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. And then he guessed in front of the handless clock, make it easy for that. Yeah. Prosecutor, are you just gonna let this slanderous yawn go uncontested? Say something, object. Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it in the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So, out of desperation, he threw it into the fountain. Ah, yes. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Pertior de Malan, since that would ensure total control over the railway company. Alas, Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage. Shut up the man you despise, this ranting lunatic. No, there's only outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeoisie of the worst kind. How dare you, Garçon? This utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeoisie. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who slaughtered a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incredulous whelp. I ought to cut you right here right now like a damn frog. Ellipses. Could someone please restrain the Baron? Oh, God. I'm on it, Yana. God, don't compare the videos, please. That was not his voice. Let's go, old man. Nope. Let's go, Let's go, old man. The conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Well, in a matter of speaking, well, to be honest, no. Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury. As the animals of the court, preside, be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Thank you. I just hope it was enough. You can all have my autograph after this. What do you mean? He has proved Catalin's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Sparrowson, I think you misunderstood something important about the justice system. I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved her innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there's a significant possibility she's not guilty. I'm not sure I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment has passed in the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously, is that how you spell it? Find the defendant, Dame Catherine Demois, to be not guilty. Yay! Yay! Put your hands in the air if you're a true player. Monsieur Falcon, petit sparrows on your dead, Sosuke. Yes, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. Sorry. You did. I think I lost his voice too. You did it, Falcon. You did it, Falcon. I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement. I'm so proud of you both. I'll get one bottle of wine and three of our least dirty glasses. You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon. Was nothing. I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. I didn't pin anything. We just figured out the truth, you know? There's no need to play coy. The case is over. Play coy? Don't tell me you're actually being sincere. I'm completely lost. Oh wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. This is a cutscene. I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable. I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand? Business. To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link. Your confession does not make any sense at all. I found Baron Roggile's cigar butt in the fountain. Oh, of course she put it there. Of course! I expected the police to find it, but I suppose I was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest. Falcon proved that Monsieur Robinio's photograph was edited. It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Robinio to paint me over Baron Rorgile. And to add hands to the plot. The lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day. It's a good thing Monsieur Falcon has so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. Oh shit. Oh Lord. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many liars in the whole of France who could have won a case like that, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me. You're evil, kitty. I think you should leave. Fine, so much for the celebrations. Here's the payment, straight from my papa's pockets. Ooh! $40? Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petit sparrow. Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon? I feel the same way. The game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? Yes. But I will end the episode there. Or here. Stinger. At the end of the episode, January 7th. The Palios de Lyon. beautiful thing. Let us be reasonable, signors. I am sure that is simple misunderstanding. Oh. I have no understanding the name of the king. Arrest the Spaniard. But look how cool he is. Hopefully I can rose a fox among wolves. Hopefully I can rose to the occasion. Alright. So thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you like it. I really like it so far. I wonder if there's a way to actually prove her guilty, or like, you know, purposely fail, and then I wonder if the game would fail or if it would win because she's bad. I don't know. I'm gonna play again to find out eventually, but I will record this other bit. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I hope you guys liked it. I know I did. Burps. Thanks for watching. Peace.